What is up, y'all? We are here for episode 4, the first live eviction of the season. I was very happy, very pleased with the result, even though I wanted somebody else, but we'll get to it. But if you're new here, please thumbs up the video and subscribe. Do that real quick. All of y'all that are not new here, you already know the drill. Thumbs up the video. Y'all been killing it. Like, we getting close to like 1,000 views roughly on each video. Let's keep thumbsing up the video because that's going to push the video out. If you don't know, engagements help so much. Don't just watch the video. Thumbs up the video. Drop your comments down below. If you got to spam the comments on your thoughts as I'm talking about it, do it. You just helping me get engagement. And it's free of charge. And subscribe because we're going to be here all season. And I'm going to be here every single night. So make sure to do that. We got Rachel versus A. Rachel versus A. Somebody won. And we about to get into it. Let's go. All right, so day 10 is today, the live eviction date, but the veto was day 7. So after the veto meeting, we got Kelley crying, talking about she gonna be fine, she gonna be fine. I'm like, Kelley, what are you crying for? You put yourself up here. And like, granted, she was sitting, we're gonna talk about it later on, but she was sitting there stating like a little bit of that was acting, but it's not, because she was crying later on, but we'll get to it. But Jimmy then says that he had to get that off his chest, him doing what he did with Keanu, and stated that he wanted to put him on blast because he doesn't play the petty back and forth shit. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Who are you playing with? But Keanu then said like it was inevitable because people that start that type of drama end up going home, and he thought that Jimmy would do some shit like that. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the house did as well, because Jimmy, you can tell Jimmy is just trying to have a moment. Which, I mean, I get it. Like, you want to make good TV, but shit like that is cringy. So Vince, he's trying to tell Ashley congratulations. He's trying to pretty much blow smoke up her ass now because he knows at this point your power is done. Like, your HOH is done because you done did all your nominations. The veto meeting is done. Now you got to start working your game because you know next week you don't have power. Ashley, I'm pretty sure Ashley is not going to buy into that bullshit. And I hope if she does win, put his ass up. But Amy, she then says that Kelley becoming the replacement nominee is a weenie move. As we know, she's been calling Vince a weenie, and she's not lying. It is. It's a punk move. It's stupid. But she don't know that Kelley is the reason as to why Kelley is up there, because Kelley wanted it. But she knows that Rachel and Ashley have secured votes for her, so she knows she has to figure out a way to get those other votes. But Zach, he feels like he has a chance with the BB Blockbuster, and I'm like, I mean, I guess, because everybody has a chance, right? But I guess he thinks because he's the only man up there against 2 women that he's going to be able to beat them, but we'll get to it. But Rachel, she says her goal in this game is to coach each newbie, but also she wants to make sure that they have a huge target on their back. So she's doing what she needs to do to kind of have them thinking, okay, this is what I would do. But obviously Rachel's going to start doing things and twisting things to make them get a target on their back. And the craziest thing is, if you're a super fan watching the show, you should know what is right and what is wrong when it comes to how you should move in the game. So if Rachel is telling you to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing, why would you do it? But a lot of them seemingly don't understand that. But she told Jimmy, she pretty much encouraged Jimmy to do what he did at that veto meeting. So she set him up, and it worked. But Keanu, he's over there asking Vince if Jimmy really said that he would have pretty much put Keanu up and telling him to put him up, because he's sitting there questioning it now. And he's like, I mean, if he literally didn't say it, I'm upset because I wasn't gunning for him. I was only gunning for him because he had stated it, which he did. But Vince then says, I mean, all I wanted was a clean HOH, and now my hands are dirty. Ha ha. Ha ha. You could have had a clean HOH, but you wanted to play. But Keanu then says, like, if Jimmy didn't state it, I'm going to go clear the air. So that's what he does. He goes and talks to Jimmy. Jimmy's back there with Ashley at the moment. I think it was Ashley. And he gets defensive, obviously, first off, because it's pretty fresh off of that little spat. And Jimmy was like, I mean, I thought we were directing the conversation that we had the other day. And Keanu said what I was thinking. It was not direct. Y'all was literally talking all over each other. It was the most... I ain't never seen no conversation like that in my life. I ain't never seen it. And Keanu was like, no, it wasn't. But he was like, I understand. I understood that you pretty much stated that you wanted me on the block. And Jimmy tries to cut him off. And Keanu was like, I mean, I wasn't going for you. I wasn't gunning for you. I only went for you because you said my name. And Jimmy's sitting there stating that everybody is having conversations about who they would consider putting up to Vince. But I never really stated to put you up, essentially. That's not true. We all know that's not true. But he tells us in his DR that he apologized to Keanu and tells him that he respects him for coming. Well, no, he didn't tell us this in the DR. He said this in real time. He told Keanu that he apologizes And he tells him that he respects him for at least coming to him and addressing this shit to him and talking to him. But he tells us in his DR that he's still gunning for Keanu. Obviously. So we get a scene with Kelley and Vince. They're upstairs. She's now feeling the pressure because she's on the block. Like, hello, you're on the block heading into the eviction. That's why you don't nominate yourself, because anything can happen, dummy. But she don't know if she has the votes, which is also another reason that's why you don't nominate yourself. Even if you think you have the votes, you still might not have the votes, but you know you don't have the votes, so why would you nominate yourself? Like, what? But she then thinks that the tears work to pretty much throw everybody off of the thought of the two of them working together. I don't think anybody even cares that y'all would be working together at this point. So you just did that for no reason, because I don't think anybody was really thinking about her in the moment. But y'all, I gotta watch the feeds more. I have not turned the feeds on yet. I've been watching people that do feed updates, like obviously the Twitter pages and Mad Rose D. I watch those pages, but I'm about to start getting into the feed so I can really see what's going on. But Vincent says that this is his only time. Essentially, this would have been the only time for Amy to be on the block, because Rachel's going to make it a point to make sure she's not on the block. So obviously he wants Amy to go home, because that's a number for Rachel, which is going to be a lot harder for them to beat Rachel in the end. True. It is true. Well, we then see Will, Zay, Zach, Vince, and Riley lock in an alliance called the Burger Bros. Zay trusts them a lot, but that alliance is... We'll get to it. But Jimmy and Kelley, they're upstairs in the HOH room, and he's pretty much talking about how Kelly's been making comments that have rubbed people the wrong way in the house. And they showed the montage of her going around being messy. Like, she went and told people that they had been beefing, yada, yada, yada. Continuously reminding people about Zach having that $10,000, just being messy, which is stupid. Like, you want to put yourself on the block, and then you're doing stuff like this, and then you don't have the vote. Like, Kelley is not a good player. We'll get to it. But what crazy? But she then says that being on the block is more pressure than she thought. I'm like, you think? Like, being on the block anytime is not going to be cool, because you're going to be worried about possibly going home, because the votes could flip. Say you have a lot of votes while you're on the block. Come eviction day, it could be something completely different, and you out the door. But she's now crying, talking about how she's paranoid, and the paranoia is getting to me, and Vince is sitting there not having the same reaction he had with Ashley about the paranoia. Didn't he say that he didn't like her having paranoia because he thought that she trusted him? She literally told you, and I'm talking about Kelley, told you to put her on the block. Now she has paranoia. Why aren't you questioning her trust? Oh, we know. But he says that he feels nervous about her chances, because obviously they both know they don't know for sure she has the votes. But speaking of votes, we got Rachel and Amy. They're in the gym talking about numbers. And Rachel wants to make sure that Amy is safe, and she wants Zay out. She's happy that there is a strong guy on the block, and she wants to get him out. Morgan then joins them in the gym, and Rachel gets to work on her. She's like, he's a boy's boy. Like, he's strong, he's tough, he's going to be hard to beat in these competitions. And he's not going to want to work with us. Like, he don't want to work with the girls. But Morgan obviously wants to work with Rachel, and she knows as well, like, yeah, you're right. Like, why would we not get him out when we have the prime opportunity to do so? If he does not win that blockbuster, let's get his ass up out of here. So they start working on that, but Morgan then leaves and goes to talk to Mickey and Will, not knowing that Will is in an alliance with him, telling them she wants to vote Zay out. And she's adamant about it. Mickey tells us in her DR, he's a physical threat. Like, he's already on the block right now. He's a physical threat. You can't get no better opportunity to get him out right now than you do right now. So let's go ahead and do it. So, and she also talks about how he's smart. Like, he plays chess. Like, you gotta be smart to know how to play a game of chess effectively. So she's not stupid. She knows she gotta swing while she can. But Rachel, she's now with Morgan, Ashley, Mickey, and Amy outside, and they're strategizing, which I thought was stupid though. Because why are y'all having this conversation out in public? But Zay sees it and notices it, and now he starts getting to work. So he starts on Keanu, which was hilarious, because Rachel comes up to cockblock, and he tells them like his strategy. Well, he tells us that his strategy. Well, no, he told them. He was like, I'm gunning for HOH, and the people that nominate, or the people that vote for me to go home, if I don't go home, I'm coming for y'all. So that's your pitch? He thinks like making them think that he's such a threat when it comes to competitions is the best way to pitch them to keep you in the house. Like, I'm like, what? So basically he states too, like, Rachel, I know that you and Amy are close. So all pretty much what Rachel's about to state. So you're basically telling me that you would put me up. Because you basically stating anybody that votes against me, you're going to gun for it. You know Rachel's going to vote against you because if Amy is up there, she's not going to vote for Amy to go home. So basically you're telling her that if you're still there, you're going to go for her. Why would she not vote you out? Like, and Rachel said that. Rachel was like, so you're telling me that you're going to win HOH and you're going to gun for me. And she was like, well, I'm going for HOH too. So be careful. And she was like, careful coming for the queen, and walks away. Rachel's comments were corny, but they were funny. They were very funny to me. But Zay, he's talking about he didn't say that he was coming for her, but now he is. You didn't say it. Yeah, you didn't verbally state it, but you basically said it. Like, come on, let's play. Let's be for real. But he then goes inside to try and play damage control with Rachel. And she's like, no, game on. Like, you said what you said. Stand on that shit. So then everybody else is still out there because they're upstairs. Rachel's going downstairs. And he's trying to pretty much tell her in front of everybody. He's like, may the best one win. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of no smoke. He starts talking all that big shit to Rachel in front of everybody. And she ends up stating, like, you want to act like a child and you want to come for me? Make sure you back it up. And then she talks about, wait till I'm in a gown. I'm like, Rachel, please. But it's Blockbuster time. I did not write what the name of the game was. But essentially, if you're new here, you don't know. But if you're not, you know that's my favorite word. But 4 words will be scrambled. They have to unscramble those words because once they unscramble it, it's going to pretty much create a phrase that's going to direct them to a certain object in which they have to grab the object and go hit the buzzer first. That's literally it. And guess who won? The one I didn't want to win, Kelley. Kelley wins the battle bag. Not the battle bag, the Blockbuster. And they head back into the house. Kelley is revealed as the winner and she starts crying. Like boo-hoo crying. I'm like, what are you crying for? You literally did this to yourself. Like you wouldn't be needing to cry because you thought you was gonna go home if you didn't volunteer yourself. Like, and obviously Vince is happy, but she was doing the most. Like I don't like her. She's annoying to me. She is annoying to me because like I'm like, why are you crying? Because you did this to yourself. Like you literally did this to yourself. But Rachel, she immediately gets to work trying to get them votes for Amy. Adrian, who seemingly is not budging, which is stupid because why would you want to vote out Amy over Zay? Like anybody voting out Zay or voting out Amy over Zay is stupid, and you're really gonna see how stupid you. I'm gonna elaborate on how stupid they are. But she then moves on to Will. Zay is talking to his boys. Kelley is still doing the most, but it's time to vote. And as we all know, before the votes, the nominees get their last chance to get the speech in. Amy clearly did not practice the speech. Did not. She started off talking to Zay. I'm like, why are you talking to Zay? Like, he's not voting. Like, you need to talk to everybody else. But she talks about how he's physical and he is mentally smart as well. She states that he's more of a competitor than she is, obviously. And she then hopes that they vote to keep her here and she plays an honest game. That's pretty much all she stated. She didn't really talk about nothing, which in my mind, if I was playing the game, seeing how she was struggling to even pitch a reason as to why she should still be there would be the reason as to why I would keep her there. Because why would I vote her out when I know when it's time to actually vote, say she gets to the end against me, she can't even pitch. She can't even state something as to why she should even be here. She can't give you a real reason and a convincing argument as to why she should still be here. What makes you think she would be able to make a convincing argument on why she should win the $750,000? I would tear her up in the final vote. In the final speech. Like, so she would definitely be the vote to keep. Like, that's the one that you should keep. But Zay gets up talking about how Amy is a vote for Rachel, which is true. Rachel was pretty much campaigning for her. She didn't even campaign for herself. He's not lying. He is not lying, but this is all the reason as to why you sent him home, because he's paying attention. He had a smarter pitch. He was like, I mean, if y'all take Amy out, it evens the playing field. Which I'm like, how's it really even in the playing field? Because yes, she's in Rachel's back pocket, but Rachel really don't have true numbers for real as like an Ace Boon Coon. But I mean, I get what he was trying to do. And he was like, he doesn't understand why people are scared of Rachel and scared to put her up because he'll stand up to her. I'm like, okay, whatever. Rachel has not even won a competition yet. But I mean, I understand what you're doing. I understand. But it's time to vote. The votes are Kelley votes to evict Amy. Rachel votes to evict Zay happily. She says she can't wait to slam that door on his way out. Did she do it? I can't remember. But Zach votes to evict Amy. Well, I just told y'all. But Zach votes to evict Amy. Riley votes to evict Zay, which shocked me because you're in an alliance with him. But I was like, hey, I don't like you, but you ate that one. Jimmy ends up voting to evict Zay. Morgan votes to evict Zay. Adrian votes to evict Amy. Keanu votes to evict Amy. Shocked there too. Ashley votes to evict Zay. Mickey votes to... No, I wasn't shocked about Keanu. What am I talking about? Mickey votes to evict Zay. Will votes to evict Amy. Ava votes to evict Zay. That's my girl, my messy queen. Catherine votes to evict Zay. Lauren votes to evict Zay. And Zay is evicted on a 9-5 vote. Rachel was smirking and I was clapping. But Zach, annoying as fuck, sitting there crying. I'm like, you've known this man 10 days. Like, boo-hoo crying. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, if he didn't have that power, even though they don't know he has it, he would have got up out of there. But Julie lets Zay know outside with his little interview that Amy was the accomplice, and he's sitting there stating that it makes sense. And I'm like, how does it make sense? Like, it don't make no sense at all. But that was the eviction episode, y'all. That was it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm happy that Zay went home. I wanted Kelley to go home, but as long as it wasn't Amy, I was happy. But that's what we got. I'm going to see y'all on Sunday. I'm going to get into these feeds. It's been a while since I've actively watched the feeds. Like, growing up as a kid, from like 10, because 10 was when I really started getting on that computer and watching. My parents didn't know, but I got on there and was watching. 10 to like maybe 23, 24, I was an active feed watcher. I'm about to be 30 years old. I got grown-up duties that take my mind away from it, but I'm about to start making an effort to watch these feeds. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Who do y'all want to win HOH? I want Rachel to win HOH. She got to win HOH because she's a hot target right now. People are talking about her, even though I feel like her social game is doing very well. She got out her biggest adversary, so... You played stupid games and you lost, Zay. So Zay is the first evictee of the season. And I will see y'all on Sunday night. Peace.